Yo, yo, yo.
We're back.
We're back, baby. We're back. And I'm excited. Wes, dude, what's going on, man?
Not much. I mean, we've got the show going. I'm super excited to finally be back after a bit of a break. But
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited to be back. Dude, it's funny. I ask you what's going on every time we just go live, but in reality, I've been talking to you for the past half hour. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm super excited. Do a live show, man. Oh my god, the past 2 months or 3 months or however long, just kind of school, and then I freaking got COVID. I had to quarantine my room for 10 days.
yeah,
That was
that
even
doesn't help.
worse. Yeah, and the Wi-Fi wasn't working either, so I couldn't even watch Hawkeye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back. We're back in action. We got big things coming. We're going freaking hard. Let's get right into the show, man. Let's get into the chat. And guys, we are 2 subscribers away from 400. I just
Yeah.
want to thank everybody for you guys are freaking awesome. You know what I mean? Just straight up rocking out with us. Everyone live. I was just thinking about it. It's crazy that people sit down and they're like, "Yo, let's watch these 2 kids talk about comic
Yeah.
books." That's freaking awesome. And I really appreciate everyone being here. All right, first in the house at 26 p.m. and was tailgating our collector comics. Thanks for coming by, my man. We got Uncanny Swag. What is up, dude? We got my man Terry JSA. Dude, yo, check him out. He's been selling some books on IG. He's got some
incredible
good
books.
Yeah, he's got some good. Yeah, dude. When I saw, because I wasn't on IG for a while too, and I knew he was looking for a Hulk 1, and I saw him post it, and I was like, "Oh, dude, he got it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that was awesome. My man Michael Baker in the household is up, dude. We got Night of Ren in here. What is up? Yeah, man, we're back, baby. I'm excited. We got Comic Forge in here, my boy Guy. Yes, it's still a thing. We're back. And dude, we're sticking to our routine, and we're not we just had that winter, you know what I mean? That seasonal. We had
a
that
quick
seasonal break.
hibernation, and then
yeah. Like they do it up in Canada. We got BLC in the house. What is up, my man? I appreciate everyone coming out, man. I don't think I missed anybody. Yeah, Joey's back from detention. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. That's what it truly was, Swag.
But yeah, man. So, dude, it's really good to be back. I'm freaking excited, dude. I was I don't know. I was it was just I've always really been in comics. You know what I mean? But then for a little bit there, a month there, I was I wasn't I wasn't oh my god, I hate comic books, but it was I was just all right, I need a break, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I saw Spider-Man and I was like, oh, here I go. And I just go back.
The movie you've been waiting for how long now?
Yeah. Oh my god, it was good. I actually want to see it again then too. Perpetual Comics is also in the house.
Hey, what's up,
man? But yeah, so Wes, what should we start off with? Let's start off with.
I mean, we mentioned it already. Do we want to talk about Spider-Man?
Yeah, let's just go to Spider-Man, dude. Wes, what were your rated? Let's get a ranking out of 10. Let's get a ranking out of 10. 5 being average. See, this is what happens with 10 scale. Everyone thinks that 7 is average.
Yeah.
Let's say 5 is average. 10 is the best movie ever. There's only one 10. Well, maybe not only one 10, but there's only a few 10s.
So for Spider-Man, I really enjoyed it. It's probably in top 10 of the MCU. So for me at least, I'll say a 9.5.
9, damn.
Because there was a few things that I was kind of thinking about after watching it that could have been a little bit better, but overall I really enjoyed it. So
and by the way, guys, we're probably gonna talk spoilers here. If you haven't seen Spider-Man yet, but dude, so 9.5. So that's your favorite MCU movie?
It's up there.
Up there. What's tied with it?
Infinity War, Civil War, Winter Soldier. Those are all 9.5s too to me. There isn't a perfect MCU movie. They all kind of sit in that range, but
I would say I would say 9.0. I mean, and that's just me being very. I mean, that's just me being, very conservative. Like, Tenno is like, there's only a couple. You know what I mean? But yeah, I maybe a 9.2. I might give it a 9.2. That is,
So we're going CGC scale.
I mean, if we're going CGC scale to 9.8, and then like your 9.9, your 10.0, there's only a few of those. But yeah, it's definitely a 9.8 on the CGC scale. And I mean, I dug it. I dug all of it. What did you think? Like after, like you said, after, what do you think? Oh, maybe they should have done this a little bit differently.
Well, I mean, just a couple of the things where, with how the multiverse magic work, I think they could have explained it a little bit better instead of just people that know who Spider-Man is. They could have done like specifically like spider related stuff instead of just a general thing. Because like, why didn't MJ like in all of like Gwen Stacy? Why didn't they all come in? I mean, obviously because they couldn't get the actors, but like story wise, at least.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I would change anything.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it was really good.
Seeing the 3 Spider-Men together was awesome.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah, it was freaking that was just seeing them swinging there. It was just like mind-boggling. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy. It was literally insane to see them see that.
Because I do think that it actually happens. Like they were able to work together and get all of them back.
Yeah, like I grew up on the Tobey Spider-Man.
Yeah, same.
And then I'll tell you what, I bandwagon the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. He's still my least favorite Spider-Man. I mean, I don't dislike him, but still my least favorite. But like it was freaking sick. It was really sick seeing Tobey, man. Like, and I see the other thing.
And I love how they brought in like our world memes into the movie.
Yeah, they brought in the
I'm
memes.
Something of a scientist myself.
Yeah, that
was
hilarious.
The 3-way pointing at each other thing. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude. And I really liked how they made Doc Ock kind of a good guy there. Like, because when you think about it, Doc Ock isn't a bad guy. He just got his inhibitor shit messed up. You know what I mean?
And he redeems himself at the end of the Spider-Man 2, so it makes sense that.
Yeah, so like that was awesome, and I really like how badass they made Green Goblin.
Yeah,
and how they made Green Goblin like the main villain. You know what I mean? Like, because he's a badass.
Well, he's Spider-Man's main big villain. When you think about Spider-Man, you think Green Goblin.
Yeah, he is the premier Spider-Man villain. Let me go through the chat again a little bit. Dream August Media in the house. What is up, my man? Boys are back in town. Damn right. Yeah, Night Run saying Tobey is my Spidey. Yeah, definitely. Comic Talks Weekly in the house. What is up, dude? But yeah, I mean, like I see. My dog's barking. You hear that?
I
hear that. Okay, never mind. But anyway, like I just it was so awesome, and again, spoiler. I think everyone's in here seen it, but when they freaking had him kill Aunt May, that was like,
and
sick.
that whole scene with Tom Holland's acting was
incredible. And that fight scene, with them
getting slammed through the floors.
Yeah, like the condo fight scene with Green Goblin and how his spider sense tingled.
Yeah, that was awesome too.
Yeah, like that was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I would say I didn't see it coming. I just was like not sure what was going on. I didn't really think like
not in that scene you thought it would happen.
Yeah, like I don't know. I was like, where's this going? You know what I mean? And then boom, it's like, oh, freaking Green Goblin is whooping his ass.
Yeah.
And then I love how they tied it in where it's like, okay, he had his Uncle Ben moment.
Yeah, where they made Aunt May Uncle Ben. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it was sick. We got my boy J2 Ramirez in the house. What is up, dude? What's going on? I mean, what was your favorite villain? Green Goblin. I mean, Green Goblin was sick.
I mean, I like Doc Ock. Okay. Alfred Molina is a great actor, especially in that role. So
Doc Ock was really awesome.
Toss up between those two,
dude. when they were on the bridge and we already saw it in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
But when Doc Ock pulled up, I just started flipping out. I was like, I like hit my dad and I was like, dude. I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was just crazy. Like it's such a good movie. You can't even sum it up in words. You just have to see it.
Yeah.
Really
I
spectacular.
mean, I saw it twice, so
I'm definitely gonna go see it again. I loved Toby in it. Toby was really good in
Yeah.
it. Even Andrew Garfield was really good in it, and I'm not a big Andrew Garfield fan. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it was really, really solid. When Jamie Foxx said, "There's got to be a Black Spider-Man somewhere," I was like, I totally like, I was like, I tapped my dad. I was like, he's talking about Miles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, well, there is.
Yeah. The other thing we didn't talk about is Charlie Cox, Daredevil.
Oh yeah, true. Right.
That was sick. I mean,
he
like,
was in there for 30 seconds and then
yeah, but it was like cool how I liked how they did it. Because like I didn't think that was gonna happen so early
I'm a
in the
real
movie.
good lawyer as he catches the
Yeah,
bug.
yeah. I didn't think that was gonna happen so early. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I like how they, they didn't like they didn't really go into him being Daredevil. They just kind of teased him, which is cool.
Yeah.
They gave him a little
Well, they
tease.
didn't mention like even Matt Murdock or anything. It was just the lawyer there. So I'm
Yeah,
sure there was people in the theater when I went to see it that everybody was freaking out and they're like, why? It's just some random guy. Like it's just
yeah,
the lawyer. And everybody was cheering.
yeah. I mean, it was sick. I mean, I'm really excited to see him back
Yeah.
as Daredevil. I really like that actor, and I really like Daredevil. I think Daredevil was underrated, man.
Yeah. Well, and Kingpin is back from Hawkeye now, so
Well, yeah, we'll go with Hawkeye.
they're wanting to continue the Netflix stuff.
Yeah, and I like how that was cool how they brought them in like Ned's grandma's like kitchen. Like that's kind of fun, you know what I mean? And it was cool too how I liked how they had kind of showed the difference between Toby and Andrew. Like Andrew had he had a suit on and everything, but Toby was just kind of keeping it low key, you know what I
Youth
mean?
pastor Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was funny too. Yeah. Yeah. Went on opening night and the reaction was crazy when Cox popped up a couple weeks later. I went again and no reaction. Yeah.
Well, because all the true fans went and saw it opening weekend, so then the people that probably didn't know.
Uncanny. Okay, so we got to talk about the ending, man. I hope Zendaya is done. I mean, I don't.
They'll probably be back because she's such a big name. It brings draw to the movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't think she's definitely not gone. Like that. But I like what they did though with the ending, and now it's like you know what I mean. Like this, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, he went through hardships, you know, and that's kind of the whole Spider-Man story.
That was the whole thing when Stan Lee created him too. He wanted him to have normal world problems.
Yeah, he goes through hardships, but he still finds a way and the courage to be Spider-Man and kick butt. And I like how they did that now. It's like there's nobody that knows him. There's no Avengers that I know him. There's no, I guess, well, what's his name? Samuel L. Jackson.
Nick Fury.
He doesn't know who he is. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so, well, how is that going to work for Doctor Strange 2 now? Because in that trailer we got as an end credit, the voiceover is like, you messed with the multiverse doing all this stuff. Strange is just not going to know what happened, because if he forgets who Peter Parker is, he doesn't know that he messed with the multiverse to begin with.
That's true. I don't know how they'll do that. That movie too. I'm excited for that movie though. Holy shit, that's gonna be really good. I mean, so what are you thinking about Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider?
I mean, I like it.
Yeah,
I mean, he definitely has the look of, and I mean, his character in Walking Dead is very similar, like, kind of character type. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he plays a good badass. I think if they do him, it'll be cool. I would really, really like to see him in that movie. I dig Johnny. I mean, what do you think,
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch? I think Johnny. They'll bring
It'll be Blaze.
I mean, I don't mind either way. To be
Yeah.
honest, I'd go see Ghost Rider.
Yeah, if they do Norman Reedus, it'll be Blaze. But if they don't do those two, I could see them doing Robbie Reyes, just because the younger,
Yeah, true.
ethnic character.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So we got back issue Paul in the house. What's up, dude? Appreciate you coming on, bro. And then we got Uncanny Spike says you can be roommates with Firestar and Iceman now. Yeah,
and dating Black Cat.
So I think that's what they're setting up is Black Cat in Spider-Man 4. And that's what Mikey Sutton was saying too. He was saying, Black Cat is in Spider-Man 4.
Well, and it just makes the most logical sense too. Like, they haven't done a true Black Cat in a movie yet. We've gotten Gwen twice, so that's the only other really love interest for him.
And I mean they gotta do it. She's such a big
it's Black
character.
Cat too.
Yeah, like I mean, she's such a cool character, such a big character in the Spider-Man universe. Like I see it now. I'm thinking, who's going to be the villain though for Spider-Man 4? Like maybe
Prowler.
I've
heard rumor of
maybe Scorpion.
Oh, true, because he was in the prison in the end credit, and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah. So see, now here's the thing: is he doesn't know who Peter Parker is anymore. He doesn't know that Peter Parker Spider-Man.
He didn't know who Peter Parker was to begin with, so he was just Spider-Man.
Didn't in the end credit scene of Homecoming, him and what's his name was talking, and he told him.
But that's the thing. Vulture he was like, Scorpion asked Vulture, "You know who Spider-Man is? Who is he?" And then Vulture was like, "No, I'm not going to tell you."
Oh,
that was like part of his character thing in that moment.
Okay, I totally forgot about that. But I mean, it'd be fun. I mean, so did that spell only work for on Earth?
Oh, well, because they just say the world. They don't say universe.
Right, so Nick Fury is off.
So Nick Fury, because he's in the Skrull space station, so he would still know.
So I mean, I guess he would know, but he's gonna.
Captain Marvel would still know.
Yeah, so like he's good, but they're gonna they're good guys. So they're gonna keep it secret. I don't know. I don't know who the Spider-Man 4 villain's gonna be. I really don't. I think it'll be Kraven. Yeah, people want Kraven.
Although, aren't they doing a solo movie for Kraven?
I hope not.
Which I guess they could take it and morph it into Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see classic Kraven.
Although, how would that work? Because it's the actor that played Quicksilver that's playing Kraven. So if it's in the MCU,
I don't know. They got all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, like, what? Oh my god, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I forget now. Never mind. We got Shop for Comics in the house. What is up, dude? I would love to see Kraven. I'm gonna say Beetle.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Because that seems to be what the MCU is doing. They're taking like the littler known villains and using them. So,
I mean, dude, we gotta talk about Venom though too.
Oh
you know what I mean? So that symbiote is in. Yeah. It's in the MCU, so he's gonna get the black suit probably in Spider-Man 4. We think he'll get in Spider-Man 4.
End credit of 4, then movie 5. I could see.
Yeah, I mean,
making more sense.
Well, that kind of works too with the Black Cat thing. Like maybe he'll be going down a dark path, going with Black Cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Did a good job splitting the Venom verse with MCU. I agree. I like that.
Now we just have to wait to see where Morbius is going to fit into which one of those.
I don't even know about that one, dude. I don't even know about the movie. I mean, I saw the trailer and the trailer looks good, but it's just I hate it. It's just like how is that gonna work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And it's like Morbius is such a cool character. Like, I feel like Sony's just gonna F him up, and then they won't be.
They should have just released it to streaming by now, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, first of all, they shouldn't even made the movie. They should have had.
Fair enough.
They should have had Morbius as a Spider-Man 4 villain. You know what I mean? Because what they're doing is they're kind of screwing over like this Spider-Man franchise by taking all his villains like Venom.
Yeah.
See
Well, that
now
was
we could still
that.
see a Venom in
Yeah. Which, although, will it be Venom or could it morph into like anti-Venom or Toxin or one of the other symbiotes?
yeah, I want to see a classic. I want to see a classic Venom in the
Or
MCU.
yeah, I think it would be
You know what I
really
mean?
cool if they did like Agent Venom, but
That'd be
I
cool.
don't like Flash Thompson in the MCU.
No way. Yeah, no, that would
Yeah.
not fit at all. Yeah.
So they might
Um,
have to give it to a different character if they go that route. But
yeah. People are saying Secret Wars too. They're definitely
yeah,
setting up Secret Wars. It's gonna, yeah. I mean, the whole future of the MCU is like, it's really exciting. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, just think about like 5 years down the road, what's gonna be going on. You know what I mean?
we don't even know.
I'm really excited for how they're doing this, and they're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else? Okay, so we mentioned Hawkeye. We'll talk about Hawkeye a little bit. What do you
Yeah.
think, Wes? I mean,
I really enjoyed it until the finale. I just
really?
felt it dropped on the finale. It was just a lot of stuff they kind of wrapped up or just rushed with it. So, I mean, overall, I'd probably give it an 8 because it was really enjoyable. The Kate Bishop was awesome, and her interactions with Hawkeye and all that was great. So,
I'm gonna be honest, and maybe this is like a like a I don't know what the word is, but it's like a not unpopular opinion. I'll
yeah,
say I'm not a big fan of that Kate Bishop character. Just me. I don't. I
yeah,
just kind of found her. I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan. Kingpin was dope though.
yeah.
The thing was, it was like he got freaking exploded and then he just got up. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, because he would have got knocked out, and then he would have woken up, and then
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. The whole thing was just Yelena. Yeah, I really liked
yeah, I
Yelena.
can agree with that swag.
I mean, she's a good actor. I like her a
Well,
lot.
yeah,
I really like her a lot. Um, Casey Cook says they really effed up Kingpin. He looks like a
yeah.
little buffoon.
I mean,
I don't know. I didn't really watch much of the Daredevil, so I couldn't really like compare it.
well, that's your problem right there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I watched. I did. I think I did watch the first season, but like it was just so long ago. Like I was probably like 12.
Yeah,
I don't really remember it. Yeah. I don't think Kingpin's dead.
no, they'll either
No
do
shot.
the blind storyline like in the comics, or I saw
Yeah.
a lot of people saying that like maybe it wasn't Echo that shot and it was like Bullseye or somebody shot Echo instead of her shooting Kingpin because we don't see it on camera, which they did on purpose.
There's definitely a reason why they didn't show it on camera. You
Well,
know what
that's
I
a
mean?
whole like movie making trick is to
Yeah.
keep people guessing. You don't show it. So.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but I'm excited. Kingpin. The thing, also the other thing is like, why does Kate Bishop have to be the first person who fights Kingpin in the MCU? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Kate Bishop just kind of sucks. No offense to anybody like that. I don't know. I just don't really like her. And, but it's not really my it's not really my thing. Like, I'm not really a huge Hawkeye fan.
Yeah, and the Young
Um,
Avengers and all that.
Yeah, I'm just not. I wasn't really. I'm like, I did like Echo though in it.
Yeah.
I liked that character. She was pretty cool. And I like Yolana. Like that type of those characters though are not really my scene. Like
Yeah.
characters I enjoy reading and everything. But I did like the show overall. It was worth the watch. It's not like
Yeah.
it's very hard for me to watch something to be like, oh my god, I just wasted this 2 hours, watching it. But like I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Renner was good.
Yeah.
We got the book Abyss in the house.
Hey, what's up?
He did a cool Terminator thing for us earlier. K2 Cook says these shows need more episode for these shows. They were so many awesome characters that didn't get their shine. Cassie, Lucky, Swordsman. Oh my god, Madam Mask. Who the hell's Madam Mask?
Kate Bishop's mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kazi definitely got shafted though.
Who's Kazi?
The translator guy in the tracksuits.
Okay. I wasn't really I wasn't watching the very Gary breakdowns and everything. So maybe if I did watch it, I binge watched it. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
literally one sitting. So maybe if I was
Week to
watching it
week, yeah.
weekly, yeah, I would have enjoyed it more. But yeah,
Yeah, I feel like what
I
Swag's
mean,
saying, Swordsman could have been taken out. I mean,
yeah, I mean, there wasn't really any point to that character. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, they're just like
Like he
like
was just there as the red herring at the beginning, and that was it. Like
right, and then like a little bit of like a nod to the comic
yeah,
books.
like it
But
was
I mean,
Swordsman in name only, pretty much.
yeah, like yeah, I don't know, not not didn't
Yeah.
need him, but
But overall, I enjoyed the series. So,
overall good show. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Worth the watch, I'd say.
yeah.
Honestly, probably least favorite out of the shows.
Really,
I think
worse
so.
than What If?
Well, I didn't even watch all of What If. So
Fair enough.
I mean, I watched the first two episodes. I mean, What If just isn't really my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, and I just like, I don't know. I'm just not a big animation guy, and I just like didn't really watch it. Especially since it wasn't part of the MCU. I mean, I guess it is maybe now.
well, yeah.
With
Depending
the
on how Multiverse of Madness
yeah,
goes,
so
the
yeah,
Doctor Strange episode might be important.
I might have to watch that.
And that was probably the best episode out of all of them, too.
Oh really?
To be honest.
Yeah. But I think Loki, man, Loki's got to be up there with probably my favorite. What would we have? WandaVision, Falcon, Winter
WandaVision,
Soldier.
Loki, Falcon, Winter Soldier, What If,
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
Loki definitely takes the cake. That dude, there was the hype for that. I was so hyped to watch it and be like, you know what I mean? Like it was just, and it was like, it was a mystery, like what's going on, blah blah blah. It was really awesome. All right, Uncanny Swag has a question for us in the chat. He says, "You guys watching Boba?"
Of course we are.
Boom. Segue into our next topic, Book of Boba Fett. Wes, how do you like it, dude?
I'm really enjoying it so far. I mean, Boba Fett is one of those characters that I think every Star Wars fan loves. So the fact that he's getting his own show is great. And I'm loving how they're doing the two storylines thing with the flashbacks.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
I just gotta say that, yeah. Dude, it's so effing good. It is such a good show. It is so good.
Yeah, Tamora Morrison, incredible.
They couldn't have done anything better. Everyone was poo-pooing that first episode. I loved it. I loved the first episode. My dad loved it. My dad was absolutely freaking out during both episodes. He's like, dude, this is the best Star Wars I've ever watched, man. Like this, I think he said this is the best Star Wars I've watched in a good long time.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Mandalorian was up there too. Like this is I believe this is on tier with Mandalorian. You know what I mean? Like it's just as good.
And depending how it goes, I think it could be better than Mandalorian, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, especially if we get like Darth Krayt or
that's what I'm really hoping for. That to bring some of these Legends characters in would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it could be better than Mandalorian. It could be as good. The Mandalorian, especially that season 2. Oh my god, that was crazy. But yeah, I love how they went in with the Sand People.
Yeah, and how they're fleshing out their characters more.
Yeah, that's freaking sick. And how, like you said, the 2-part storyline, they have the current, and then they have, Boba Fett, kind of getting out of the Sarlacc pit.
Because the current storyline is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which is when Mandalorian happens. So when he's with the Sand People, there's still 5 years before he shows up and reclaims his armor in season 2. So there's so much story they have yet to tell in that time period, which I think is going to be awesome.
It was so sick seeing him mess up the pikes, and I really like those Sand People.
And how instead of just being like the thick creatures out in the desert that everybody slaughters, Anakin, give them more personality to them, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, damn it. Yeah, I don't know. See, what portion of the show do you enjoy more, the current or the flashbacks? I gotta say,
obviously we're getting more of the flashbacks, so
yeah,
probably that. With Boba's
yeah,
training and them teaching him how to use the Gothy stick and then inducting
that
him
was
into their
awesome. That was
tribe
awesome.
is awesome.
And
So
it shows how like badass Boba Fett is and how he freaking killed whatever that monster was. I believe in episode 1.
yeah, that was a new Star Wars monster.
That
So
was awesome. Like it just really shows like, and I think that how he said in that episode, the first episode, he's gonna rule with respect. That's
yeah,
kind of what the deal with the Sand People is too. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like they have mutual
Oh yeah,
respect.
so
Like
that
they're
he
both
could have
badass.
learned that from the Sand People. Now
Yeah,
he's bringing it.
I
Yeah, that
definitely
makes
think.
sense.
Yeah, I definitely think that you know the sand that experience of the Sand People is shaping,
Yeah,
what his ideology is, I guess.
yeah.
Um. All right. Kids saying Boba is a 6-0 with off-white pages. Your trip. It was so good. I loved it. Kid, drop a comment and see what made it be a 6-0. I haven't heard anything. I've heard people say it's like, oh, I didn't really like it, but I haven't heard why. You know what I mean? KT Cook says, yeah, Boba needs to keep his helmet on. It's good to see the 80-year-old dude come off like a badass. I mean, yeah, the only thing that could make the show better is if he was younger. But I mean,
But it fits with the
can't do anything.
timeline though, so they can't
Yeah, and you
just
can't.
make him
Yeah,
20
well,
years younger.
yeah. I mean, so he came back in Mandalorian 5 years after Return of the Jedi, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
Return is 20 years after Revenge of the Sith, so 25 years after his. So yeah, I guess.
how old would he? So how old would he be in?
Well, he was a kid
Boba
in
Fett?
like 12 in Clone Wars, so 15 years later, or then 15 years later, then 20 years.
So he's
I
like
guess
what, 50?
50s, yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. The thing is, I mean, when I first saw Empire Strikes Back, I thought Boba Fett was like in his 20s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, because you just see the armor.
Right. So it's like, you don't know, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a perception thing. I mean, I think the other thing too is though, like my sister said something like, well, how do they explain, all the scars on him and everything, and like how he looks
Yeah.
older and beat
Well,
up.
I assumed it was the acid from like the stomach of the Sarlacc.
Well, yeah, the Sarlacc, and then also getting dragged and
dragged through the desert.
his ass beat in the, he's getting messed up by the Sand People. So like that definitely, put a toll on him.
Yeah.
And that kind of also explains why he's looking a little bit more rough. Yo, Johnny Cota, what's up, my man? What's up, dude? Kid says, it's the lack of action and badass moments for me. I'm not a big fan of jumping back and forth from past to present. Yeah, I mean, I disagree. I think there was a lot.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're start focusing on the story in the first few episodes, then they'll get more into like the action and all that stuff later.
I mean, what about that train scene?
Yeah.
That was freaking that was
cool.
I was going crazy. Same with like, I mean, I just need the same Boba from Empire. I mean, yeah, but like they see the great
the characters evolved since then, so it's not.
Yeah, and the thing about this is, like, they can kind of make Boba Fett how they want. You know what I'm saying? Because he only got one line in the original series,
and then they cut all the legend stuff as non-canon. So,
and the other thing was, like, it's crazy how popular he is with in the original trilogy being a super minor character, super minor character. So the fact that he is so popular and he's getting his own show is awesome. Train Scene was nuts. We knew more of that. The train.
We are also only 2 episodes in.
Yeah.
Mind, so
also the diner scene. Oh my god, that was sick. That was really, really cool. I really enjoyed the diner scene. He like it was just he walked in,
It just beats
kicked
up the
everybody's ass,
Mikos.
and then stole the speeders. It was that was really insane. I really like that. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till Wednesday, dude.
Yeah.
All right. I think that pretty much wraps up our show. Talking show segments. So Wes, 2022 stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I mean,
What's happening with Future Specs in 2022?
We've got lots of plans. We have a bunch of new video ideas and segments we want to start doing. And
dude, I'm feeling super I was telling Wes the other day, I'm feeling super motivated, like to make some videos. You know what I mean? Like again, I was feeling a little burnt out, but then I like all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, it was a well-needed break, and now you're back ready.
Dude, and that's how I am too. I get super into something, and then that's really all I think about. Like the last like 2 weeks, all I've been doing is just like comic book stuff. You know what I mean? Like I literally have a comic book addiction. Like literally.
I think we all do. Everyone in this chat.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm super motivated. We have a lot of cool ideas.
Lots of awesome plans. I mean, specifically
what?
Some certain events, but
I say we drop it. We can't keep that.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Terrificon. Freaking Wes is going to Terrificon. It's gonna be freaking sick.
As long as borders are open and planes are flying, I'm going to be invading the U.S. So
yeah, dude, listen, if you're in the chat and you're going to Terrificon, let us know, man, because I'm so hyped for it. We got Vancouver Comic Junkie in the house. What's up, man?
What's up?
Make sure you check out Vancouver Comic Junkie's channel, and also I caught him on the Spec Tales podcast.
Yeah.
Were you listening to that?
Yeah.
That's a really good podcast. I really enjoyed that. No, dude, I'm going. But the thing is, Wes is going too, because like last year it was kind of screwed because of COVID. But I'm going again. Super excited. It was such a good show, dude. It's like
I'm super excited. I mean,
it's gonna be sick.
What I'm excited for is to be able to go down and meet everybody in the community. If there wasn't a single comic book there, I wouldn't be upset. It's just going to meet everyone. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's super fun. And then, the icing on the cake is there's a shitload of comic books in the room.
Yeah, that just makes it better.
It's pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say it's intimidating, but I mean, it is a little intimidating. Like, there's a lot of books.
Well, it's like any convention you go to. You have to have your plan and focus on it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. And dude, me and Wes were talking, and we talked about this in did we talk about this in our video or no? Yeah, we did. We're both gonna try and buy some really big books at Terrificon, and then just like, dude, that would be sick. Like we both buy like a freaking huge Corel at Terrificon. Oh, man, I'm excited. But is there any Canadian cons that are gonna be maybe in the summer?
Yeah, there was gonna be one in 2 weeks, but we're in lockdown currently in Ontario, so that got canceled. There's one at the end of March in Toronto, which hopefully still happens. And then there's one more in August. So there's one in August and then October. So there's a few coming up.
Nice. Yeah. I'm going to be going to the, hopefully, pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that, and well, the good thing is it's close. So it's like, you know what I mean? But the King Khan show.
Yeah.
It's in New Woodbridge, New Jersey. So it's like an hour and a half from me. So that's nice because I can, I don't have to get a hotel and anything like that. Just drive.
Yeah. Baltimore's probably pretty close for you too.
Yeah. I mean, Baltimore probably want to get a hotel for because it's multiple days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terry says I plan on going onto Baltimore or New York City this year.
Nice.
Dude, Terry, definitely. To be honest, I don't have any feel the need at all to go to New York City. Like I just personally, I don't. First of all, I don't really like cities. I don't really like people, to be honest. I'm not a big people fan. And then also, it's like, I mean, if I was like in the market for like a big book, like maybe I would go just to buy one. I mean, I am in the market for a big book, but like I'm talking
just
like
a few big books.
Yeah, I'm talking about bigger, like 100-gram plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I would feel really nervous about it in the mail. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like
like
even from like a heritage
shipping
auction.
an Action Comics 1 would be
Yeah, yeah. But
horrifying.
or if I'm setting up in New York City, or if like I'm doing, I don't know. But like personally, I mean, from what I've heard, it's not like it's more of a pop culture.
Yeah, well, it's like that with the big ones like New York, San Diego.
Yeah, so
Like,
it's
San Diego's the one where all the movie trailers get announced and
yeah,
released, and
it would be fun to go, but I mean, just the time and the money, I don't feel
yeah.
the need to do it. You know what I mean?
Better
Yeah,
spend that money on places like the Old School Comic Show and
yeah,
Terrificon and King Con, like
yeah. I'm not gonna be going to. I mean, it's just such a long drive. It was
yeah,
awesome the first time, but like it is like, especially since we're going to King Con, it's just such a long drive. It's like,
yeah.
you know what I
You gotta
mean?
pick and choose.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna try and go to Baltimore, which I believe is in October. So those are like the three, big ones I'm hitting. I mean,
Yeah,
King Con isn't really a big show, but it's like,
it
it's
is.
a well known. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is
It's
now,
got the
I guess.
exposure now.
Yeah. So King Con, which is March, then Terrificon at the end of July. Yeah, so end of July, kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah, last couple days of
Yeah,
July.
it's the 29th to the 31st.
Um, uh, yeah, the kid has a point. CC has gotcha. There you go. Um, and then Baltimore, and I heard Baltimore. Terry project. Oh my god, what am I saying, Terry? I'm dude. Again, me and Wes were talking about this. I need to work on my talking. I was watching your video last night, and I was like, "Oh my god, this dude is so good at talking and like just talking normally." I just ramble and mumble and everything. But Terry, correct me if I'm wrong, but Baltimore is very much more of a comic book show
Yeah,
than pop culture. That's what I've heard.
and they have a lot of creators too
Yeah,
that live in the area, like,
yeah.
Sparks and Caroline and all of them, they went, and
Oh
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
video
yeah,
and from the videos they were showing, like, James Tynion was there, a bunch of
yeah,
the indie guys were there, so there's a lot of creators too.
yeah. So what will that be in? That Terry, when is Terrificon? Because I was thinking maybe we could go to an Orioles game too, because that's a really nice ballpark. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've been to Baltimore before a couple times. Saw Weezer there.
Oh, nice.
Um, went there for the National Card Convention in 2012, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Just a while ago.
yeah, literally 10 years ago. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. The funny thing is we were getting me and my dad are big Cincinnati Reds fans, and they were like really good in the 70s, the Big Red Machine. And their three main guys was Joe Morgan, Tony Perez, and Johnny Bench and Pete Rose. So we were getting a picture signed by Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, and Johnny Bench, and we had it all signed and everything. It was like it's a super big,
Yeah.
picture, and we had it all signed. And then my dad just left it somewhere, right?
Oh,
So I'm literally in tears. We're running around the convention
trying to
trying
find
to
it.
find it. You know what I mean? Because this was like the big thing. We're like,
Like,
all right, we're
well,
getting
you
this
you
picture
know
signed.
somebody picked that up as soon as they saw
No,
it.
we found it, man. We found it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we found it. We found it.
Oh,
And it
well.
was saved the day. But I was really, my dad was like dragging us around. He's like, guys, we gotta find it. I was like in tears, like, oh my god. But yeah, that's I mean, that was actually my first convention experience. But yeah. CT Kook says, I just found your videos over Christmas. I watched your Halloween show. It was great. The other horror 2 was awesome. Yeah, J2. I wish
Yeah.
you could have done a Christmas show about horror themed a horror themed Christmas show. Yeah, we should have actually.
Well, if you want horror theme stuff, definitely go check out J2 and the other guys at the
Yeah,
Low
low
Grades, 'cause
grades.
that's
Yeah.
one of their big things that they do over there. So check them out for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's I don't know how to drop a link to be honest, but it's just the low grades on Instagram and then they have their link there. Or just type in low grades
Yeah.
on YouTube, um but yeah, so yeah, Terry's saying Baltimore's more of a comic show. So I'm excited, man.
Big things coming up this year.
Big things, big things. So yeah, I think those are like the three main shows. And then dude, honestly, Pennsylvania, there's
You
not
don't
a
have
lot.
much.
There's not really anything. Like, I mean, I'm sure I think there's a Pittsburgh one. I'm not sure when, but like I mean, like locally, like there's just I've read like you know what I mean. Like Connecticut has like the Cliff Con,
Yeah,
and they have the little giant, and they have I feel like they have a lot of same with Erod. You see Erod going to a
yeah,
bunch of shows.
yeah. He's always going to shows and stuff.
Yeah, but like PA, I mean, I don't know. I just like I have to do some more research. But yeah, so yep, Kid Collector, see you, buddy. But yeah, so very excited about 2022.
Yeah.
And Wes, what schedule are we doing, right? So are we doing
So one video Wednesdays, live show every other Sunday,
live show every other Sunday, and then Sleeper Keys
every other
every other
Saturday.
Sunday, every other Saturday, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That'll be exciting. And I have a really, really cool video coming out. We're dropping that video Wednesday,
Yeah.
right? The one we just
Yeah, we
did.
have our 2022 collecting goals video coming out this Wednesday.
Our want list.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty fun video.
Yeah.
But I have the Wednesday after this Wednesday, 3 days from now.
Yeah.
I have a really, really good video. And this was, I should have uploaded this sooner, but this was in 2021. Went to a yard sale, and everything was $1, and I got like so many good books, dude. A lot of good books for $1. A lot of stuff going out to CGC. Probably have some,
Nice.
definitely gonna have a bunch of CGC stuff coming in soon. I got like a 30 book 9/8 pre-screen. Oh my god, see, I can't talk. 30 book 9/8 pre-screen.
So you'll see those in 2 years.
Yeah, right. I have just a modern submission. And then the ones that I made the video about before, those should be coming back. But yeah,
Nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I have the whole box here of stuff that needs to go out. Because the thing is,
short box.
Literally, like basically a short box. I counted it was like 50 books or 55 books or something like that.
Jeez, that's going to be expensive for you.
Yeah, right. And of course, CDC just raised their prices. We can talk about a little bit about that. I mean, what do you think about that, Wes? I mean, I don't know. Everyone was freaking out.
Well,
I understand it.
It sucks, but it's only $2, which again adds up. But the thing is, they haven't fixed their service, which they should do before they even touch their prices. That's what everybody's mad about more than the actual increase.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's uncanny spicy. Yeah, it's only money.
Yeah, the whole world revolves around it.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. I think the moderns went up $2, and then the higher end went up $5 a piece.
Yeah, maybe? Something like that.
So, it's going to add up, obviously, but I mean, with inflation and, it's business, you know what I mean? Unfortunately.
Yeah. But they just got to fix their customer service and their
they just need to hire more
wait times and all that.
Well, see, I hear different things. I hear, oh yeah, I got my books back. CGC is doing better now. I got my books back.
Yeah, because there's people that get them back in 3 weeks, and there's people that haven't gotten them back in 8 months. Like, exactly. All over the place.
What they really need to do is they just need to hire more people, I guess. I mean, I don't know, and I don't even know exactly. We don't know, like.
But then, how long will it take to train them properly and all that stuff?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, we don't know if it's what is backing them up. Is it the graders? They don't have enough graders and they're not grading books as fast? Or is it like, all the other employees, like encapsulating, shipping, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because when you think about it, that's a pretty big operation.
Yeah.
They got to have customer service people. They got to have graders. They got to have encapsulation people. They got to have, a secretary. They got to have the people who probably, like get the books ready to be graded. You know what I mean? Like, because, they have to, like, I guess, do it somehow where they're, because if they just have a bunch of boxes sitting around. It's like, you know what I mean? Like your box could get
Well,
screwed.
and that's the thing. They don't want to
That's
have,
that's what
even though they have all these long wait times, but they don't want to have your books for as long as possible because that's an
right.
increased chance of them damaging it than having to pay insurance. So
Right. So they have to have someone. I mean, I would be curious to hear how many books they have at their facility at one time.
yeah,
I
probably
mean,
a couple thousand.
yeah, easily. I mean, so they have, you know, they have a lot of books there. They got to make sure everything, all those books get taken care of. You know, I'm sure I'm sure they have a guy who's just probably just does, you know, getting books from the post office or whatever, you know, however they get them
Yeah.
shipped and getting them, you know, sending them to get graded. You know what I mean? Michael Baker, here we go. As long as we keep giving them our money, hand over fist, they have zero incentive to change a business. A business that's making a huge profit is not going to change. That's true.
Yeah, it seems it's almost like the community just has to do it. Everybody boycott CGC until they fix. But
see, here's the thing.
People are still going to pay for it. So
I am not right now. I'm not slabbing any personal collection books. I'm just keeping it raw. Just A, save money. B, I mean, I'd like to I like to flip through them. And you know, I'm not against slabbing, obviously, because you know you can always buy a reprint and buy it and do it. But I don't know. It's just like, especially with these super long wait times, I don't. It just seems like a big hassle to do it for something that I could have raw anyway. Now, if I'm selling books and it's, you know,
you kind of have to get it graded for the max profit.
Yeah, you want to get it graded. Extremely increases the value of your book. And the thing is that, I mean, you know, honestly, I haven't had any problems personally with CGC. I see people saying, "All right, I'm going PGX." Like I'm going,
because that's better.
Well, yeah, but like for me personally, I'm still going to submit to CGC, and the only reason is it commands a higher premium.
Yeah,
that is the only reason. That's literally the only reason, is that it sells for more. If tomorrow CBCS, or if tomorrow even PGX starts selling for more, I'll send in the PGX, whatever. Like, and again, like you said,
but then your 8.0 book will be graded at a 9.8.
I wouldn't send it to PGX because they're rough. But you know what? Like you said, Wes, it all revolves around money. Yeah. I want to get the most money out of the books I'm grading. You know, and I don't know. I don't know if CBCS is all that better, because I've seen people complain about CBCS.
Well, they have the same wait times as CGC. It's just
and I don't know about their
they don't get as focused
quality.
as much.
Yeah, I don't know about their quality. Well, see, another thing was
apparently they grade harsher. I've heard.
Yeah. Apparently everyone everyone was bashing CG. It was kind of funny in when they posted that on Instagram, in the comments, dude, they were everyone in the comments were just bashing them, right? But 2 weeks ago or maybe a month ago.
Yeah, but the people say that, but they're still going to keep paying it.
Well, yeah, but CBCS a month ago, they put up their prices. Yeah. Nobody bashed them. I mean, you know, probably. I mean, I'm sure CGC prices are higher, but you know, still, that's true, Michael. Yeah,
that is a good analogy.
That is a good analogy. And yeah, Johnny says we are part of the problem. I mean, yeah, I guess we are, but I would love to take a moral stance, but if it's going to cost me, you know, if it's going to cost me some money, I'll just keep sending to CGC until they really F something up. Until they, you know, really mess something up, and I'm just
until they lose like a Spider-Man 1 or something.
Yeah, well, you know, until they really mess something up of mine. Yeah. Anyway,
until they rip the cover off your FF5.
Then I think I'm just still gonna be sending to them. What really needs to happen is people need to start paying the same amount for CBCS. That's what needs to change. If those two are on the same level of value, they I mean, people could just send freely to
Yeah.
whatever they think has better quality control, better turnaround times. Like it's more of a you know, not decision in, oh, this sells for more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of a decision of which one you think will do better for you. Terry just says I keep most of my books raw. Smart man.
I mean,
Yeah,
I only submitted one book, and that was through my LCS. They do CGC submissions, so they had a bunch of stuff going out, so I threw a book in. But
shout out to UniX. All this time away, you couldn't get a haircut. Nope.
I mean, fair enough. He does have a point.
I'm growing the flow. I'm growing the flow. I saw a picture the other day of when we were in lockdown in like 2020, and me and my dad gave each other buzz cuts, and I looked weird, man.
Completely different.
Yeah, grading doesn't do much, but solidifies the grade of a book.
Yeah,
and I mean protects it.
It takes away the argument of like between buyer and seller.
Right, exactly. That's the bet. That's the whole, the whole point of grading is it's a third party. If you're selling a book on eBay, if you're selling a book online, if you're selling a book at a show, nobody can argue with you. Hey, that's not a CGC 6.0 because it is a 6.0. Doesn't mean it actually is a 6.0.
Yeah,
but it is a CGC 6.0. You know what I mean? So you can't complain about it. But it just it really grows the value of your book. Wes, do you think we'll see Raw Dogs selling for more now?
I don't know, because it's like we mentioned, because there's that you're not exactly sure. Like I mean, if you don't look at the book closely in pictures, but the seller could be like, "Oh yeah, this is a VF plus," and then you get the book and it turns out to be a good. Like,
true. And
there's still that element of.
I could see it going the other way around, and graded books, since it's taking such a long time to get them graded.
Yeah,
graded books are just that's going to be like, oh, like if you're buying something, maybe the price differential between the raw and the graded will go be even more.
Yeah,
just because it takes.
Well, that's another thing I saw that people are saying, like, the reason CGC is so backed up and are taking so long is because people keep sending in dollar bin books as soon as they get hot. They're like, oh, I have to go get it graded. But then by the time they get it back, it's worth nothing again. So if people just stop sending in every hot book that comes out that week, like, it'll help. But
yeah, I mean, I was on eBay the other day, and I was looking at a dude's seller's page, and he had they're not bad books. You know what I mean? There weren't bad books, but they weren't. Literally, he had so many CGC slabs of books from like the early 80s that were all like between 9.0 and 9.8, and if it wasn't a 9.8, it's like they weren't key issues. It was like $40, $50, $60. It's like, why even get it slabbed? Like, I mean, I get how much does it cost to get slabbed? $20 plus plus the shipping. I mean, maybe you can make a little bit off of it, but I think your time is worth more than that. I would just sell all those raw. Plus,
you'll almost get more money out of it raw because there'll be the people that want to buy it to read it, where they can't do that with the slab.
Right, and it's gonna be hard to move a graded 9.4 of a book that nobody's heard of. I mean, not necessarily nobody's heard.
Like X-Men 8 from 1991, like
just like a random book from the early 80s in 9.4. Nobody's really gonna be like, oh,
yeah, like
I would rather.
I definitely need a Spawn 23 9.8.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like
that might actually be something. I don't know. I just guessed a random number.
But I need 15 copies of Strange Academy 14 slab. Yeah. Oh my god. I agree. See, I agree with Johnny here. And it's not even the Pete. Like, okay. I don't mind CBCS slabs because if it's
I mean,
slab, you're looking at the book
yeah,
anyway.
I'm looking at the cover of the book more than the label. Like,
Right. But you don't want it to be so CBCS slabs they aren't ugly. They're just like, plain. I mean, I do like the CGC ones probably better just because they're, they look a little sleeker.
yeah,
But the CBCS, they aren't bad. They just, they don't stand out or anything. Now the PGX slabs, there's PGX labels. They look bad. Like they are
yeah,
like
well,
if you're trying to look at the book, it's just like especially around the number, they have that
yeah,
stupid little thing, and it's just like it just doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Terry says my Hulk one was raw, and I had to carefully inspect the book. So when it comes to books like that, I tend to be wary. Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I would say
Yeah, that's
even if
another
you,
thing for big 60s grails. Like, it could have restoration on it or
yeah,
missing a page or something that you didn't notice.
I mean, well, and the thing is, if you're buying a book, like, and this is what I see some people doing. I think it's stupid. They just buy the grade. They're just
Yeah,
like, oh, FF48 40. Okay, I'll take it. But they don't even know what it looks like. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like when I was buying my FF48 40, that's why I used it. I was like, I really inspected it, and I was like, okay, do I like the way this copy looks? And I
yeah,
did because if in that book there's a like a tape pull or something,
hmm,
like at the top, kind of at the top, third of the cover, but it doesn't obscure the art. It doesn't,
yeah.
it doesn't impact the art or anything.
Yeah, it's like there might be a 4-0 with a giant crease in the middle and then a 4-0
Right,
without it. You're going to go with the one without it because it
right.
looks better.
Right. So I personally got this. It has small little tape hole, but structurally, the book looked good. I
Yeah,
like it when books are structurally good and they don't look like staplers are gonna fall out. Blah blah blah. And the spine looked good. It all looked good. You could see the art fine. There was just that tape hole,
yeah,
and I was like, I'm fine with that tape hole being there. Because I dig it. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
it's that's what a 4.0 will look like sometimes, and then other times it will be not have the tape hole, but it'll be more trashed up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, yeah, dude, Terry has but yeah,
Yeah, I
honestly,
mean,
if you can get any copy of any, like,
yeah, just having the book is
just
awesome.
have like the thing with coverless. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like if you have a copy, if it's a big book, it's just cool having a copy. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and it's like Otto from Three Men in a Basement was
He
collecting
likes the
coverless
coverless. I
comics
like the
because he
coverless
likes
too.
the splash page. And it's
I
like,
do. I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's awesome art on the inside that you
There's a
don't
Facebook
see.
Marketplace ad with a bunch of coverless books, and I'm thinking of maybe buying them. It's like an hour and a half away though, so I don't know if it's worth the drive. But
Mhm.
oh shit, dude, what time is it? 7:03. Is East Meets West going on? We actually might have
I
to.
don't think so. They haven't had a show in a while.
Oh, okay, we can talk a little bit more. Um, my throat's hurting though. I haven't talked like that. I haven't talked this much in a while. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. So CGC, that's CGC versus CBCS. I mean, I'm still going
We're
with
just gonna have to
CGC.
continue and see where it goes from here, honestly.
People buy graded books with the cover ripped or torn off. I want a giant size X-Men, but I'm not getting one with a torn cover. It needs to present well, even at a lower grade. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
all your, it's
Well, it's
all
like
your,
you're spending that much money, so you might as
yeah,
well
yeah,
do it on a nicer looking book. Like,
right, yeah, like if you want a nice copy, you might as well, instead of buying
yeah,
it like a really beat one, you might as well buck up the extra. If you really love that book, you might as well buck up the extra couple $100 or couple grand, depending on the
yeah.
book.
Well, especially the
And
giant size.
yeah, and buy a mid grade, like maybe 4 or 5
Yeah,
that presents well instead of like a 1.0 that's just like trash. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Unless it is, cover. I mean, I like coverless books. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna spend, you know, you know,
$1,000.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, depends on the book,
Well,
but
yeah.
I'm not gonna spend 2.0 pricing on a coverless. Like it is a coverless
Yeah,
book. It is what it is. It's coverless and it's unique, and you can get it for cheap. Um, the thing I don't like is when people put the facsimile copy covers.
Yeah. Well, because then
what is
that's
the point of
that's
that?
restoration technically,
Uh,
wouldn't it be?
I don't know. I think I still see blue labels with it, or well,
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Because you're attaching a new piece of paper to the book, so
True.
would
But it's like that's like totally like, why wouldn't you just buy a reprint then? You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like that makes no sense. I would much rather have a coverless Tech 27 than a Tech 27 with a reprint cover on.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I dig the coverless. I have a couple. I haven't gone out of my way to buy any.
Just if it came in a collection or something.
Yeah, I picked up some at an auction. I haven't gone on eBay or anything to buy any, but some splash pages though are really, really cool.
Yeah.
I have the that red silver surfer cover, FF60 something. I don't know. I posted on my
Whichever
Instagram.
number it is.
Yeah, the red one. You know what I'm talking about.
I know the cover, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have that coverless though. And that's because I got it at an auction for like nobody wanted it, so I got it I got a stack of them for $1, and I looked through them and I was like, oh, here's a Fantastic Four. Here's a there's an Amazing Fantasy 11 in there.
Oh wow!
Dude, imagine if there's an AF-15 in there and nobody there was a bunch of comic guys in the room. Nobody wanted the coverless books. I didn't look through them, but for $1, I'll read them for $1. You know what I mean? So that would have been pretty nice. Get a coverless AF-15 for $1, but
well, not even $1, because if you got the whole stack for $1,
yeah,
like 10
really.
cents.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. But I mean, that's even cool having that. That's like it's so close to that, but like just it's
Yeah. And then you'd be one of those guys that has the story of like finding the Spider-Man 1 at a yard sale or something like that.
I have a feeling like, see, the reason I'm not chasing Hulk 181, like I'm not chasing books that I want for my like giant size X-Men 1 books I personally want for my PC that are Bronze Age.
Yeah,
is because I know I can find them for cheap. You know what I mean? I know I can get a good deal on it, so I'm not like gonna go buy it slabbed, blah blah blah. Because I know eventually in the next 3 or 4 years, 5 years maybe, I'll eventually find a copy. You know what I mean? Now the FF1, I just love that book so much. I need it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same with the FF5.
Yeah, same with the Doom. Plus it's it's gonna go up in value.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice to have it. So then maybe if I do find, say, go up in value, maybe if I do find another copy, this copy is a little bit higher grade.
Yeah,
I can sell my old one. And
that's like my Iron Man 55. It'll never leave my collection unless I get a copy higher than an 8.0. Like,
right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's how I am with pretty much all my books, except like sentimental books that are like I had as a kid. And like I wouldn't sell those like at all anyway. But
you probably wouldn't be able to sell your ASM 361 that doesn't have a cover.
Yeah. But yeah, I think definitely like that's the thing that Gary talks about too a lot is like upgrading.
Yeah.
Little by little.
That's how he does it. If he gets one in a collection that's higher than his copy, he keeps it and then sells the other one. So
yeah, dude. And I mean, I kind of want to what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to buy collections, go to state auctions, get books, keep the ones I want from those collections, sell the rest, make my money back, get those books for free, and then also make some extra cash to go buy more collections, to buy other books, blah blah blah. I just hit my microphone. But the thing that's tough is I don't know if I can streamline my collection that much. I don't know. Like it would be so hard for me to like to sell.
Yeah.
Like
and it's not that you don't want to sell the books, it's how are you going to?
Well, yeah. No, I don't want to sell them though. Like truly, like unless it's DC,
yeah,
I kind of want everything Silver Age. You know what I mean? Like I would be down with keeping every Silver Age book I have. But I mean, I could go away with Iron Man. I could go away with
well, that's where you gotta then focus on like get all of this title. than all of
Right.
this title. Like
I
instead
think
of doing everything at once.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Spider-Man issues, Amazing Spider-Man issues 1 through 122, which is Death of Green Goblin. So I kind of like
Yeah.
that, how it's like, that's a big
Yeah.
mark in the thing, in the arc. And then I'm gonna do FF issues and then I'll probably buy the keys like the Punisher or the Black
Yeah.
Cat, that kind of thing. Also FF. I don't even know. I like the Bronze Age FF too, so I'd probably go like FF maybe 1 through 150, something like that. And then also I want to grab the Burn Run, the whole Burn Run.
Well, you have to have the Burn Run.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then also maybe a little Bronze Age X-Men run, like 94 through 142, whatever the end of that Days of Future Past storyline is. So that, what else? What else do I like? I don't know. So like obviously a Silver Surfer. Holy shit! I would like a Silver Surfer run.
Yeah, but those are pricey books.
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I could part with Hulk. That would be tough. I don't know if I could part with Hulk. I feel like I could part. Oh my god! Holy shit! I can't.
So what I'm getting from this is you don't want to sell anything; just keep it all.
See, the other thing is though, I want
to have a 100-foot storage warehouse where you keep everything.
I want a Thor run too, though. You know what I mean? So like, Thor. All right, Thor, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. That's 3 titles. I think I can manage that. And then
don't get any other books, just those 3.
Yeah, well, dude, yeah. So we talked about this in the video, but the books I post on my IG that are my 6 on my want list for 2022, those are the only books that I am buying for my personal collection this year. Only ones. Not that, and I'll buy a
stick to that now, though.
Yeah, I am. I swear. I'll buy some spec books, blah blah blah. Yeah. But I'm purging everything. And speaking of purging everything, dude, I'm pissed off. I'm still pissed off I can't find the Darth Vader one. We didn't talk about this in Boba Fett, but spoiler alert, Black Cartiana, I don't know.
The Wookiee.
The Wookiee. And then the Darth Vader one goes to like $100. And I know I have like 2 copies of that maybe. Because I was like back in the day, like in 2020, I would go to the LCS and I would just buy all kinds of Star Wars. You know what I mean? And I know I have one. I literally cannot find it. So that I told Wes, I was like, all right, this is my sign. I need to start selling stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a lot of stuff to sell. But that'd be fun, maybe possibly like in the near future once I buy some more collections, get some more books, maybe set up at a small show. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah. It's just Terry said show you can't keep everything. I tried that. Yeah, you're right. Night of Ren says he got a Hulk 182. That's a good book. I think that's underrated book. Wolverine Keys. Wolverine is my guy for Marvel. Yeah, I love Wolverine. I just don't want to pay. Oh, okay, Night of Ren. All right.
Well, now you got to find it, Joey.
Yeah, I'm getting spices and get organized. Yeah, you're right. I do have to get organized. Guys need to whip me in shape. But yeah, I mean, I think definitely like I'll find a 181 in the wild.
Yeah,
for a block. That'd be awesome. That when that day comes, man, that'd be a good day.
Well, you almost had it, but then it turned out to be a reprint.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't get that. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you what, my throat is starting to really hurt. So I think let's call it a day. I need to go get a cough drop. Night around, I'll hit you up about the Darth Vader one. But guys, thank you so much. Yes, I know your IG Night around. I know where you're at. I know how to find you. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was awesome. We're back, and we're going to be we have a video coming out Wednesday, so don't miss that. And
guys, make sure, and if you're new here, make sure you guys subscribe because we're about to hit 400. That'll be really sick. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming out. Like literally, you guys are the best. The Book Abyss, You're the Man, Dream of August Media, Johnny Rosado, he's the man. He just dropped a new video, a little X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the word?
Retrospective.
Retrospective. Cool word.
Fancy big words Joey
Yeah,
doesn't understand.
Terry JSA, thank you, my man. We are Future Specs. We're going freaking hard in 2022, and we're out of here. Peace.
See ya.